Why does it take so long for me to find it? Stupid. What the heck? I got it, I got it. Oh my God, the thumbnail, I always gotta look crazy. Always. Okay, first person here is Fia for general. General. Okay, it looks like the hard work that you put into business, school, work, whatever you do all day is coming back to you. Communication with somebody from your past comes in sometime this week or during the Mercury retrograde. Could be an old friend, could be an ex-lover, maybe a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but you should be hearing from somebody from the past. Could be two people. Hearing from somebody from the past, also running into somebody from the past. Could be starting a new journey on the horizon, and you have a Taurus that's entering. Laying down the law, cutting through bullshit serves you well. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. And it looks like you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. Wish comes true. Malika, general. Could have a new business opportunity on the horizon. If you're not in a committed relationship, you could have a commitment on the horizon. If you are with someone right now, relationship looks good. Growth and transformation comes in around the soulmate connection. Not with anyone. Soulmate connection enters. Growth and transformation comes in around your love life and you're feeling successful. Scorpio or Gemini, your possibilities. Cause for celebration comes in when you listen to your intuition. Davy, love for the upcoming week. Love life starts to move forward. You have some new energy coming in here. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Love cup is full. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A Cancer and an Aries enter. There's also another water sign that comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Plus, you have meeting somebody through divine timing. Being at the right place at the right time could bring in a Taurus. Happiness comes out around your love life, and you have plenty of options and feeling like finally the hard work I've put into love is coming back to me. Should be a busy week. Maybe even a busy month. Goddess, what will happen this retrograde? Well, it doesn't look like it's bad for you at all. It actually looks like somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you have some good luck coming in. I would say just be careful. Leave extra time around travel and be careful with computers. Also, be very careful because communication's a little bit fucked up here. Be careful that when you're sending an email or a text message that you're actually sending it to the right person that you mean to. Just double check that so that communication doesn't get fouled up. It does look like it's not really going to be bad for you at all. You got the world here at your feet. Somebody makes you an offer. Things could change for the better quickly, and there may be new opportunities that come in. As long as the opportunities are in the same field that you've already been in, that's fine. Like, in other words, if somebody makes you an offer, I don't know, to babysit their dog, and they're going to pay you X amount of dollars, it's fine to take that job if you've babysat dogs before. I wouldn't start anything new. And I would just be a little bit careful about communication. But otherwise, it doesn't look like this would be a bad retrograde for you at all. And I don't see any horrific people from the past showing back up. So I think that it should be pretty decent. T. Yvette, Sagittarius, thoughts of me in Atlanta. Got a lot of respect here, mutual respect, and Empress. So it really doesn't get better than this when you ask how somebody feels about you or what somebody thought about you. The Empress is like beauty, love, abundance, fertility. If this is somebody from your past, they may be returning or looking to move the relationship forward. If not, somebody from your past could be entering this week or during the retrograde period. I would say Sagittarius was happy with you, and you may feel like things change for the better quickly. Thought that you were grounded, stable, attentive, attractive, kind-hearted, and sincere. Empress. Doesn't get better than the Empress. Sepia General. Okay, wounds, tower moments, indecision, all that nonsense is moving into the past. You have a wish that comes true, put it out into the universe. Growth and transformation is coming to your life. Might be picking up a new spiritual practice that serves you well. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and the sun is coming out. Sun is definitely coming out, especially around money. You got the 10 of Pentacles, but you also have the 10 of Cups here. Before the end of the year, you should have all 10 cups full. KM, is C getting fired from his job tomorrow? Got a 70% chance, yes. I would say if he doesn't get fired or let go tomorrow, it could be coming down the pike. Yeah. Simran said, just thoughts and feelings about me. Said, just thoughts about me. I would say this person's got a lot of respect for you. They think that you're strong, grounded, loyal, sincere. They think that you're hardworking, independent, courageous, stable. And they definitely have a lot of respect for you. Sepia, love. You got growth and transformation coming in and a soulmate relationship. It could be a Gemini, could be a Scorpio, or it could be if you're in a relationship right now, your current relationship is moving forward. Regardless of where you are, love life is moving forward pretty quickly and you're starting a new journey. Looks like you got a couple of options here. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You should feel like you're putting into love what you're getting out of, or the next relationship you enter is well balanced with long-term potential. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also could be a Taurus or a Virgo. Looks like you got a little bit of luck coming into your love life. And with the 6 of Swords, you may be moving forward towards greener pastures and feeling like finally things are going in the right direction and I can breathe a sigh of relief. Mickey, why did Candace punch me in the middle of school? Was she racist? Okay, let's ask. Was she racist? No, I don't think it had anything to do with race. I think it had something to do with either a miscommunication or something to do with a sexual innuendo. Did you ever say anything to her that was like sexual or that could be perceived as like a sexual comment? I think it had something to do with sex, not race. I don't like that she punched you. She shouldn't have punched you. She's got no right to punch you. I mean, if she has a problem with you, she should just tell you, you know, like what the problem is. You don't just punch someone. I don't care. I don't care if she's a girl and you're a guy. You don't punch anyone. I hope that you called her out on it. It looks like she was having a tower moment about, like, I would say that it was more of like a feminism thing than it was a racist thing. But regardless of what it was, you don't punch someone. Like, I can't condone that. I don't care. I don't think anyone should punch another person. Like, we don't use our hands. You know, like, I don't think that's right. And you don't just, like, punch someone out of the clear blue sky. I feel like she thought that there was something either derogatory around sex or there was a sexual innuendo that may have been misunderstood. Probably not even meant for her. I don't know. I hope that you called her out on it or that you will call her out on it because I don't like that she punched you. That's bullshit. Sepia, me, and Ramel. Looks like you may be feeling like the relationship is getting a little bit more balanced, or you're being a little bit better respected. You do have a wish that comes in around the situation. You could be starting a new journey together, and you're feeling prepared and even a little excited for the future. You have some good luck. If things have not started to move forward, you at the very least should see communication pick up. And if you haven't heard from him, you might want to reach out to him just to get the ball rolling. If not, communication is still coming in one way or another. Simran, Libra's thoughts and feelings about me. You've got a wish around the situation. This person seems to think that you're kind, caring, nurturing, sincere, intuitive, loyal, grounded, stable, happy, intelligent, and smart. L'Amour, advice for tonight. You've got nice stuff happening here. It looks like things are moving forward tonight. It looks like you have options coming in. Feeling like good karma is coming back to you. I would say explore your options and roll with the punches. Before the end of the night, you might feel like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. A little bit of adventure could come in. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You're exploring opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Balance comes in. Life moves forward when you don't no longer hold yourself back. It should be a good night. Kevin, what's up with last night's stream? All right, I don't know what went on in the dream, but the cards indicate be prepared for your life to move forward quickly through perseverance. Passion comes in around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I don't know what the dream was about. And the way that I interpret dreams for myself, like I just had a dream the other night of a tiger. Like I was out walking and I was with people, but I don't remember who the people were. And there was a tiger in a field and it was just laying there. It wasn't doing anything. But weird, right? Like why does that happen? Anyhow, I always, whenever I have a dream, I always think about how I felt in the dream, not what was going on. And if there were people in the dream, I'll think about what those people represented to me emotionally. Like, is it someone who betrayed me? Is it somebody who always had my back? Is it somebody who I could count on? Like, those are elements that I bring into, like, when I analyze it. Like, okay, what's going on in this dream? Okay, there's a tiger. What does the tiger mean? And I think when I looked up what the tiger was, I think it said, like, coming into your own strength or some kind of something like that. It wasn't a negative dream. It was positive. But I always think, like, I remember in the dream not being afraid of the tiger. So I always go by that, like how I felt, not afraid. I felt stable. So that's what I would say to you. Go by how you felt in the dream and the circumstances in the dream, the people and places and what those represented in your life. L'Amour, tomorrow. Things should change for the better quickly tomorrow. You got some good luck coming in. Maybe taking some time for yourself, rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also have the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and your perseverance should pay off. Looks like you could have a Sagittarius come in that could be of significance. You might be starting a new journey, and you're prepared for life to move forward. Where am I? Soleil? What's next in my love life? What's next in my love life? Disappointment moves into the past. Feeling like a long road is in front of you also moves into the past. You got a Virgo coming in. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're looking back at the past and seeing it for exactly what it was. And I think you have new energy coming in, which is going to serve you well. Not moving backwards, but moving forwards. You've got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You're no longer holding yourself back. But I don't think you're going back to anybody from the past. I think you've got new energy coming in. I think your love life moves forward with new opportunities. Goddess, what is the energy with TW for the next 2 to 3 weeks? Energy is pretty good. It's like there's growth and transformation, there's mutual respect and long-term possibility. Energy is good. It's very light, easygoing energy. Simran, why does the Sag have so much jealousy against me? Sagittarius doesn't seem to be jealous of you. They seem to be, I don't know, they don't come off as being jealous. They come off as somebody who may be a little bit stuck. They may feel like they've hit a brick wall. They also may be feeling there also may be something that gets revealed around the situation that'll make sense. Fool in reverse, they may tell you something and now all of a sudden their behavior makes sense, but I don't think it has to do with like outrageous jealousy of you. Because it looks like they're actually having issues in their own life, getting their own life to move forward, but it doesn't have much to do with you. It has to do with what's going on with them. They also feel like they have a long road and they feel ahead of them and they feel a little bit unstable. But this all has to do with them and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Fool in reverse, they may tell you that. So they may tell you this is what's going on in my life and then that'll make sense. Like what you're feeling will make sense. L'Amour, love. Your love life may be moving forward pretty quickly here. Soulmate connection comes in that moves you towards greener pastures. Feeling like success comes in around a brand new connection or a new beginning that leads to all 10 cups being full. Let's see what happens. Things could get pretty good really quick. Kevin, why do I feel so emotionally unstable? Well, it looks like you've been, your emotions have been toyed around with over the years, and a lot of people have treated you pretty shitty. Aside from that, you've been dealing with physical stuff. So aside from not only feeling like physically I've been beat up, but emotionally I've been beat up. And I think what's going to happen here, once Mercury goes direct, once we kind of get past this eclipse energy, once you physically start to feel better, all of a sudden you're going to start to feel a little bit more emotionally stable. I think they're all playing into one another, but it's all going to shift pretty quickly. I would say over the next couple of weeks. Simran, why doesn't Sagittarius trust the Libra? Feels like there's negativity or regret around that person. Something about this Libra they don't trust. Either they were screwed over once before by this person, or there's just something inside them that they just feel like this person is not trustworthy. This card is like, feels like regret, negativity, and pessimism is around that situation. They also may have caught them in lies. So that could be why. They may also feel as if that Libra lacks perseverance. Doesn't tell the truth. Doesn't tell the truth or gets caught in like lies. L'Amour, spirit messages. Queen of Earth. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. Seven of Water. A complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. Empress. I don't see it yet, so let me do Soleil. Details on what I can expect at work next week. Well, it looks like you might be feeling a little bit more grounded and stable. It looks like you may be feeling like you're getting a little bit more respect. You also could be a little bit better focused on work, and you may be very busy. And that just may be next week. Unfortunately, I feel like somebody's going to give you a hard time at some point, maybe not next week, because I think that the doctor put them in check. But I think at some point somebody's going to say the wrong thing to you and you may leave. I don't know. I'm not convinced that you're going to stay there after all the bullshit that's happened in such a short period of time. I don't think it's going to happen next week, though. Next week, I feel like everyone's going to kind of be on good behavior. And it's a short week anyway. Unless you're working tomorrow. I don't know. But regardless, I still feel like everyone's going to be on good behavior next week. But I can't say that that's going to last forever. I think at some point things could heat up and you may try to leave again. I also think you're going to get another opportunity. I hope you get the other opportunity first. That's what I hope happens. Goddess, should I let go of fighting for control with TW or not? Yeah, I would never. The more you try to control something, the less control you wind up having over it. So I don't know what the situation is, but it doesn't matter. Whenever you're trying to control something, you always wind up having less control because the energy gets really stuck and resistant. I would always suggest letting go of control. Yeah. Forcing things, trying to control things, manipulation, it doesn't work long term. It only works short term, and it usually ends in a tower moment. Simran, is Cancer helping Scorpio's mental health? Nobody can help Scorpio's mental health. Scorpio needs to go to a professional that is not a friend or family member. Like, I am not qualified to help my brother, my boyfriend, my father with mental issues. They have to go to somebody that is not related to them or in their circle. It's too close. You can't counsel. It's just like if you're a doctor. Doctors don't usually work on family members. It's just not, it's too personal. Cancer cannot help Scorpio. Scorpio has to man up and do it themselves. They just have to go to somebody professionally, and it can't be a friend. It has to be a professional. And I don't even care if the friend has a degree in psychology. It doesn't work if they're two friends. They have to go to somebody else. Yeah, this Scorpio has got to go for help that has nothing to do with anybody else. They have to go to somebody who has no personal interests in any of this situation. Somebody who is nonpartisan to anything. Like, you have to go to somebody who does not have a dog in the race. Otherwise, this Cancer's opinion is going to color the Scorpio's treatment. Like, you can't treat a friend. You just can't. So this Scorpio has got to go and get their shit together themselves. So I don't know. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. If they are. And I don't think that they are. Most people don't want to take on projects that are above and beyond them, right? Like, I don't want to be responsible for fixing my neighbor's marriage. I just don't want that responsibility. I have enough going on in my own life. So this Cancer, whoever they are to the Scorpio, does not want to fix their mental issues. And they can't. The only person that can fix them is the Scorpio. But the Scorpio cannot be looking for a friend to do the work for them, or a person in their circle. They need to go to a professional that doesn't know any of these other people. And it doesn't look like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know why there are so many people that are involved in this person's mental health. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mental health should be between you and your psychiatrist, your psychologist, or therapist, or whoever it is that you go to. These other random people are not helping. They just can't. You know, it would be like me trying to, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't read cards for, like, my best friend. I would rather her go to somebody else because it's too personal. I mean, I don't read my own cards. Sepia, which doctor will have the best results, Almonte or Magia? Okay, Almonte. Well, Almonte comes up pretty high. Let's see, Magia. I would say Almonte. Yeah, I like that one. Where are we here? Tiffany, what does Tarot want me to know? You're starting a new journey. You got a new journey here. That could be around business, and it may be like your passion. It could be something creative, and it's bringing in substantial amounts of money. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you opens up new doors. A wish comes true, money comes in. Capricorn comes in, and an Aries comes in that are of significance. Sometime this summer, you're moving forward to greener pastures. Love always, who's coming in? You got a Taurus coming in, that's brand new energy. You also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have long-term potential on the horizon with new energy. Could be a Scorpio or a Leo, but divine timing is guiding you. So you got plenty of opportunities coming in. Enjoy that. John, let it flow. Let's see what we got. You're moving on to greener pastures. Love looks good. Love cup is full. Financial stability and more of it's coming in. Romance looks good for you. Family life looks good. Creative project comes in that you may be working on that brings in substantial money. Love, money, abundance, prosperity, fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want any more children right now. Looks like you and a soulmate connection are moving forward. You could be taking a little trip sometime this summer. Starting a new journey that brings in extra cash or extra money and feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. You know what? I'm taking a vacation. I earned it. Davey, what will this retrograde bring in for me? I think you have people coming back. That's what I think is happening for you. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Then a Cancer comes in, and so does the Pisces. The hard work you put into love, though, is coming back to you. You're moving forward. You're not going back. These people are coming back to you, but I don't know that you're moving back. I think you're moving away from them. You may be feeling like you're starting a new journey. Spontaneity comes in, but you're also feeling a little bit better compensated, a little bit better respected, and you have a new job opportunity coming in. New job opportunity in the same field under Mercury retrograde is totally fine. Or picking up a spare job that's temporary is also fine under Mercury retrograde. You may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer work for you. If it's somebody that you already left behind, this is fine. This can end things for good with stale energy. You also may be thinking about going back to school for something. If it's something that you used to do, right? If you used to take piano lessons and you're like, hey, I want to go back to piano lessons. That's great to do under Mercury retrograde. Something like that could come up for you as well. Soleil, what will happen in my life during Mercury retrograde? You're no longer going to feel like you're waiting for your ship to come in because you should have choices. You know what? I think the same thing for you. I think you're not looking back on the past. I think anybody from your past that could be returning or that's around, I don't think you're going to move forward with those people. I think you're going to like wipe the slate clean and move forward fresh. And you know what? It could have to do with like every aspect of your life or more than one aspect of your life. I think it may have to do with love. It could have something to do with this job too. Thing is that if you quit a job under Mercury retrograde, you usually end up going back to it. So I would rather you not quit under Mercury retrograde, although you already did quit and went back. That could happen again, but I hope it doesn't. It looks like disappointment moves into the past. And this Mercury retrograde for you may be really good. Like it may be really therapeutic. You may be purging a lot of old shit, closing the door and you turning the page on a lot of crap that didn't work, but really ready to move forward. And once Mercury goes direct, I think you got some good luck coming in. Perseverance pays off. Some financial stability comes in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Things change for the better quickly. Feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. I'm wondering if you're going back to school. I don't think it's going to happen under the retrograde, but you may be researching school. You may be thinking about it. You could be figuring out how you could fit it into your schedule. There's a lot of school shit that comes up around you constantly. You never did anything sexual to that one or said anything sexual. I don't know why it comes up more feminist. You know, like, don't talk to me like that, or I'm a woman. Like, that's the kind of impression that I get from it. I don't know why. I'm curious. I would call her out on it. You don't just come up and punch somebody. I don't care what the situation is. You don't just walk up to someone and punch them. That pisses me off. Priscilla, what are Kay's, the Marine's next steps and intentions to me after our sexual encounter? There could be a new journey on the horizon. There could be a new journey where things move forward and a new beginning. It looks like he's got a lot of respect for you. I would give him a chance. Yeah, I think that things look like they're moving forward. Kiki, when will I hear from Javante the Sagittarius? I would say within the next week or so. Maybe, I'm going to say 7 to 10 days you should hear from him. Nejalani, I need a private reading. Okay, if you wanted to do just email, right, and you 2 questions, whatever I have on the community page, I don't remember. 2 questions I usually charge. Or maybe it's 3 questions. Let me just look here. I'll tell you. Hang on. I'm so bad at updating this. Hang on. Okay. 2 email questions for $13. Email questions I could get done tonight. Video, if you want to do me to do a video, 3 questions for $20. If you want a Zoom, 15 minutes for $25 or 30 minutes for $45. I could do that tomorrow. Video or Zoom I can do tomorrow, but email I can do tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to have to post new sales because that was a while ago I did that. I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. Anyway. Anyhow. Kiki. Oh, I did that one. Felt like a warning sign. But warning about what? I would listen to it. I would listen, Kevin, to whatever. If you feel like you were warned about something, I would just be a little cautious. Little Virgo, why does Osmar the Cancer want to see me later? He may be looking for sex. I don't know what your relationship is with him right now. I can't remember. But the Wands is somebody that may be looking for sex or a hookup. Simran, what's the energy with G for the next 2 to 3 weeks? Slow. Nine of Pentacles, slow and stuck. It also looks like I'm unprepared and a little bit negative. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what comes up. Slow and stuck. Maybe they're going through a bad moment. Little Virgo, Osmar's energy towards Paola. I would say the energy is undecided. A little undecided, but forward moving. This would be moving forward pretty quickly. There could be a little anxiety around the situation. Kevin, is the water sign a new person? Who is this? It's a new person that I don't think you've met yet. Cinnamon, why am I afraid of success? I don't know why, but you know what? So many people are. What I think happens is once you hit success in anything, it's like now you have to manage it, right? Like I've even thought about it like with my channel. I'm like, I know that people have like a crazy amount of subs. Like I see people that have like 150,000 subs. And I'm like, honestly, I don't even want that many. Like, I'm happy because I can manage this. But let's just imagine for 1 second if I had 150 people, I may not be able to keep up, right? So like that frightens me. Like at the pace that I move now, and I know sometimes I go off on tangents and I don't shut my mouth and I need to be reeled back in. So imagine if I couldn't keep up, like how would I manage that? How would I get it all done? That to me scares me. And that's like with success with everything. It's like now I have something that I have to manage, and how do I manage that? And like with yoga, I used to say that it was I almost felt relief when I knew someone didn't like me, because then I felt like I didn't have to impress them. If somebody was like, oh my God, I love your class, I felt like, oh fuck, I got to do something now that they're going to like better than last time. And I don't know what else to do. So success is scary because now you have something to live up to. If you don't have anything to live up to, then there's no reason to be stressed out. So you may feel like it's overly exhausting to achieve high things because you have to keep achieving, right? It's like, it's easy to stay like right where you are because it's easy to manage. You know, it's like, I can handle this. Like I can handle the amount of people in my room right now. I think I have 20. That's good for me. But sometimes I go on somebody's live stream and they have 586 people. I'm like, it's going by so fast. How could you keep up? And to me, like, I personally care about everyone. So I don't want to like skip people always. I mean, I know I don't get to everyone all the time, but I know that I get to a lot of these people throughout the week. So I think that when it comes to success, it's not as easy as you think it should be, because a lot of people might not care. They may be like, well, fuck it. You know, I'm just going to do as best as I can and live my moment. And if it doesn't, you know, last, it doesn't last. But I think that with success comes a lot of stress and having to live up to something. You know, when you don't have it set so high, then it's like you're striving for it, right? But once you've done it, like imagine running a marathon and being the first person finished. Every time you ran the marathon, you would be like, well, I have to be the first person to finish. But there's always going to be somebody better than you because that's just life, right? But imagine just running the marathon for the fun of it. And if it took you 2 days, it took you 2 days, but you finished. Like there's no pressure and you can enjoy it more. So success is fucked up. Fucked up. Cinnamon, general for the upcoming week. And then I can't even get into the critics. Then you got critics. When there's success, there's critics. General for this upcoming week. Week looks good. Looks like you may be focused on business, school, or work. Looks like you may be thinking about going back to school, or you could be going back to school, or maybe something that you're researching. Life starts to move forward. Negativity seems to move into the past. You're feeling prepared. You're making decisions for the future, or you're making plans for the future. Sagittarius could come in, and also a Libra that are of significance. A watermelon. Walmart is selling watermelons on sale for $2. Oh my God, $2. I fucking love watermelon. When I was in Florida, we got pink pineapple. Now, I think that that's a cross between a pineapple and a watermelon, which is probably not good to eat because it's probably engineered some kind of crazy way, but it was good. But still, watermelon is better. Like watermelon is... And pineapple, I don't know, I just love summer fruit, but watermelon. I used to bring a whole watermelon to work, cut it in half, leave it on my desk and eat it throughout the day. I used to keep it in a plastic bag. And one time I had to drop my car off at Volkswagen. This was years ago. And I had a watermelon, and I forgot that I had to walk to work, which it wasn't that far, but it's far you had to walk with a watermelon. Anyway. Cinnamon, just for a fun disclaimer, how many kids will I have? That is, you know, that's going to be your choice. I would say at least 2. But I can't swear to how many you're going to have because you know that's your choice. You know, that's the thing with, I feel like women have a stronger, like, for women, it's more their choice as to how many children they have because they can go on birth control, they can go off birth control, they can have their tubes tied should they want to. There's so many ways that women can control, you know, whether or not they get pregnant. But I would say you're going to have at least 2. Soleil general for my week ahead. Doesn't look like a bad week at all. It looks like the energy around you is starting to lighten. You might have a new business opportunity. You're heading towards the 10 cups being full. Feeling grounded and stable. You could have a new journey on the horizon or some spontaneity. Looks like life is starting to move forward towards greener pastures. You're maybe planning a weekend getaway at some point. The hard work that you've put into work should be coming back to you. It looks like a pleasant week. Cinnamon, love for the Libra. Love for the Libra. Libra looks as if they don't have a whole lot of love around them. It looks like they're feeling pretty balanced, but they're kind of stuck right here. Doesn't look like they have a whole lot of ambition around love right now. They may be very focused on themselves or a side business or school. Doesn't look like they're paying all that much attention to love. It does look like they're feeling prepared and anxious for either school, work, business, that kind of stuff. But it doesn't look like they're really focused here on love. They actually may be feeling a little bit burdened by love these days. Cinnamon did one for Mel. And UAF did general regarding new routine. Okay, I don't know what the new routine is, but it looks like you're feeling balanced. You're feeling like you're being guided by the divine. You've stepped into your own strength, and you have good luck around it. It looks like your perseverance pays off. You're listening to your intuition, and you're feeling grounded and stable. So whatever it is, or whatever the changes are, should be for the better. Mickey, does Willow regret turning me down after seeing me with Julie? Yes, she does. She does. Like, she had a twinge of jealousy. Yeah. Soleil, I hope the next time I quit, I stay on because I have another job. I hope so, too. Cynthia, when and how long until new love? When and how long until new love? Could be sometime over the summer. The thing is that the issue around love, it's like a new love coming in right now would just be putting a band-aid over everything that's gone on in your life over the last X amount of years. So really, there's work that needs to be done underneath all this stuff that has all to do with you and nothing to do with anyone else. So my suggestion would be to get to the root of all the issues that you have that have nothing to do with love, that somebody else seems to put a band-aid over. So my suggestion would be to work on the deep soul wounds that makes you crave love so much from other people. Because the more you crave love from other people, the further away it goes. And then what winds up happening is your vibration gets lowered. And when you're vibrating at a lower level, you pull in lower level people. And you replay the same situation that you've already lived through. And it looks like you've had some serious tower moments and some serious disappointments. So at this point, I wouldn't suggest jumping into another relationship. I would suggest working on the issues before the next person comes in, because you don't want to call in the same type of soul that's already been in your life. You want somebody who's vibrating a little bit higher so that you can have a better relationship. And it's about making better choices and putting yourself first and not looking for somebody else to be the answer. And you can do this, but it really comes down to what's going on inside you, not what's going on with other people, if that makes sense. Adriana, Sergio's next steps. Sergio's next steps. Communication picks up. He's going to want to do something that's a little bit out of the ordinary. It looks like things seem to move forward pretty quickly. You're feeling successful and grounded and stable in the situation. Relationship moves forward. I think you should hear from him, and he may want to do something sometime this week that may be fun or out of the ordinary fun. Adriana, will he ever dare to say his feelings to me before I return home for months? He may not tell you 100% his feelings, but he may say something. He may say something that either puts your mind at ease or makes you feel like you kind of know where you stand with him. Gratitude. Any messages from the spirit team? Sure. Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans. The truth delivered without tact. Oh, you got two angels. The Sun, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Ego, Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Got two angels around you, so that's positive. Julie, is R really going to work tonight? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Adriana, what can I know? Communication should be picking up. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. A disappointment moves into the past. You're stepping into your own strength, laying down the law, setting boundaries. Also looks like your intuition is heightened, and you could be planning a trip to water, by water, or around water. Empress, Cassidy has been non-responsive to my brother's effort move before. Does she regret it and intend to do better this time around? Well, I do see potential for the relationship to move forward here. So, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, she is going to do better. Adriana, how is Sergio feeling that I'm returning to my hometown at the end of June? He's disappointed. Yeah, there's disappointment around that. But he also may feel like it's going to be good for you, or that it may be something that you need to do, or you'll enjoy yourself, or in a way he's kind of happy for you, but he's sad for himself. Yeah, he's disappointed. Prussian, how's June going to go for me? June should go well. You got good luck coming in. You're not holding yourself back. It looks like you have some good choices coming in. You got money coming in, 9 and 10 of Pentacles. You got a wish comes true that makes your life seem to move forward quickly. June should be a decent month. Simran, did the Libra really finish the second year of uni, or is the Sag lying for him? No, I think he finished. Yeah, I do think he finished. UAF, general regarding new career opportunities coming my way, and general regarding my plans for the future. Okay. Okay, you are no longer holding yourself back. It looks like you have new opportunities coming in. You're going to have choices. Somebody may present you with an offer that would be hard to turn down. It also looks like it may be something that you feel very passionate about, or you may really enjoy. Any disappointment around current career is going to move into the past. Even at the current job that you're at right now, even though I don't think you're going to be there forever, it looks like you may be enjoying it better, or you may feel relief around it. Communication comes in pretty fast with like job opportunities on the horizon. Like things may all of a sudden start coming in pretty quickly. And you also may be starting a new business. Like I think ultimately at some point you're not working for somebody else, because I think that you have a better head for business than these people that you're working for. And I think you would do better on your own. I think at some point you might make the switch where you're just like, you know what? I'm working for this company right now, but I'm starting this. And once that takes off, boom, I'm out of here. I do think that's what's going to happen. There also may be upgrading your home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your homes. That could happen pretty quickly too before the end of the year. Feeling a little bit better respected. Could be around business and money. Feeling grounded and stable around money. Growth and transformation is coming to your life. And your love connection looks good. So things look pretty good here on the horizon for you in all areas. I think, though, I really do think that at some point you're going to own your own business, and then that's when you're really going to be satisfied, because you seem to do better when you're in control, because it's like you know better than these people. Like there's a lot of bullshit that goes on that you're like, we don't have to do that. We could just do it like this. Like, and you would just handle it yourself and not have to deal with other people. I think that's ultimately what's going to happen. Joe. Current relationship energy. D keeps asking for a baby. Is his intentions pure, or is it a trap? Yeah, this is, yeah. I don't trust men that ask for babies, because for the most part, I can't say that men don't want children, but men usually fear children, because when the relationship doesn't work out, they owe. They owe child support for the next 18 to 21 years. So yeah, I don't trust it. I don't even think that he really wants a child. I think he's using it to keep you hanging on. If this relationship has been a relationship where you feel like it's not really stable, or you're not really getting what you want, or you feel like there's something missing, it's almost like he throws the baby thing out there to kind of keep you hanging on the line. It's like, no, we're not going to have a baby. If we're going to have a baby, we're going to get married, we're going to buy a house, we're going to do it one step at a time. We're not going to just willy-nilly have a baby because you're going to tell me that, and then it's not going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Although you could make it happen. But I wouldn't suggest it, because I don't think that's the answer. I don't think that's the answer to a relationship that's not really well functioning. And I don't really think that this relationship is well functioning. It's like, work on the relationship, get the relationship to where it needs to be, and then decide to get married and have children. I know, I just don't trust. I don't trust men when they start with this baby bullshit. I feel like it's a way of like keeping women hanging on. And he looks like he's got deceit around him, and he doesn't look like he puts in a whole lot of effort. So what it seems to be is that not that he's trying to trap you, because he won't trap you. What's going to happen is he's going to trap himself, because if the relationship doesn't work out, he's going to owe you child support for the next 18 to 21 years. And I think he's smarter than that. I think he knows that. But I do think that he keeps you hanging on. I would tell him that we need to work on this relationship first. Get the relationship to where you need it to be, and then move forward from there. Cynthia, general for the rest of 2021. You might be making a decision to go back to school. You might want to learn a new area of study. It does look like you could get some money flowing to you, or you may be working more. A disappointment moves into the past. Looks like you might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You may have a little bit of anxiety, but it doesn't look like it's awful. It looks like the hard work that you put into business, school, career, whatever it is you decide to do will come back to you. And you could be moving forward to greener pastures. Have a little bit of patience with yourself. You know, like spend some time like working on like self-care. Andrea, have I met the person that I'm destined to be with? We're not destined to be with anyone. That's personal choice. You have the choice to turn anybody down, and you have the choice to find somebody else at any point. So there is not one person that we are destined to be with. But no, I don't think that you have met the person that you're going to have a significant, long-lasting relationship with. No, I don't think so. Thing is like it's like we're given this idea as children that there is one person out there for us, and you have to spend your whole life, combing the face of this earth looking for that person. It's in Disney movies, it's in romantic comedies, it's that's just what we're inundated with. But that's not true. The truth is that we're here to learn things. We're here to learn from one another. We're on a journey, and it's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's not about the person that you marry. It's about everything that happens through our lives. And most people get married more than once these days. And I personally feel like first love is usually more significant than long-lasting love, because first love is really what teaches you and especially breaks your heart. But no, there's not one person that we're destined to be with. Julie, what's coming up from C? What's keeping C from contacting me? Well, he does a lot of thinking about things, and he's really, it looks like balance is starting to come back to the situation. You may hear from more of him now that he's back in town. But, he is a little bit, he worries a little bit about what your relationship is with the other guy. I mean, there's no way that it's sitting well with him, knowing that you've been to the other guy's house and that you've spent time there. Like, that's just like we would wonder if the situation was the opposite. What's going on? Is something going on between them? Like, he has the same reservations. Like, I don't know if I should put all my energy in this situation because she's still connected to this other situation. So I think that that's something that really weighs heavy on him. And I don't think you guys really have had a chance to discuss it. And I think that's a part of it. I think that that's a part of it. I would try not to let him know. I mean, until you figure out exactly what you want to do. Because I do think it's throwing a wrench into this situation. And if you look at it the opposite way, any one of us would feel the same way if we were in that situation. But I do think you'll hear from him soon. And I think you're going to see him within the next couple of days. So, am I destined to be alone? Nope. Nope. You're not. No. You can make a decision, right, to have no family and friends. Like, you can make that decision. Like, there are people, like, I had a friend, and her father used to say things like, you know what you know about people, right? Like, I know that my one friend can be a little bit erratic. I might not hear from her for months, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, come over today. It's like, that's how she is. I'm not going to change her. No one's going to change her. That's how she is. So he would say, know what you know about people. And you could still be friends with them, but you need to know what you know about people and keep it in mind. So, like, for me, I won't cut people out of my life, because if they have value to me, I just don't expect anything from them anymore. So where there may have been a time where I would get really upset if somebody canceled plans on me, or if somebody didn't do, like, if we were supposed to do something and they let me down, like, I would get really pissed. I don't feel that way anymore. I'm like, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I know that this shit happens. So I just kind of I just let people be who they are. And I think that letting go of that has made it easier on me. Because the only person that would be upset was me. Like, oh, I fucking cancel plans. I've been looking forward to this for the past month. And then last minute, they fucking cancel plans on me. It always fucking happens. It always happens to me. Always. But I just decided to not let it bother me anymore. Now, on the flip side of that, I mean, I have an uncle that shystered my brother and I out of our inheritance. I don't need him in my life. Like, I don't need him in my life. I really don't. Like, that was my mother's brother. And when my grandmother died, he kept everything. I mean, we didn't even know she died. Like, he just, total disregard for my brother and I. Because my mother was dead, he felt like so were me and my brother. So in that situation, I don't think I need him. Like, I don't need that. I mean, I can find someone else to cheat me. I don't need him to do it. So I think that that's up to you. There may be certain people in your life where you're like, you know what, this person just ain't worth it. But this person, yeah, I know that they they fly by the seat of their pants, but you know what? They've never done anything hurtful to me, and I love them as a person, so I'm just going to accept them for who they are. You make those choices. I keep thinking each year things will change, and I'm alone. I'm a loner. Um, I am too. I am too. As far, yeah, like I don't, yeah, I feel like people that like to be alone, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I almost feel like I could go totally hermit mode and like pull down the shades and totally isolate myself because sometimes I feel like it's just easier. But I think that in a lot of situations, it's like if you just kind of roll with it a little bit, you know, it's like, okay, so I'm an introvert, so I like to spend time alone. There's nothing wrong with that. And then, you know, things do change, and I always have to remind myself of that because sometimes I feel like years have gone by for me. It's certain parts of my life where I'm like, oh my God, there were years where I was doing that, or I worked horrible jobs for years and never had days off and just went to work and ate chickpeas out of a can for dinner, standing over the kitchen sink. I mean, I did that for years. I mean, just miserable. But things do change. And they change, and you don't realize that they're changing until you look back on them and you see that they changed. First of all, like when I went out on maternity leave, my intentions were to go back to my regular yoga schedule, which was like 25 classes a week. I didn't think I wasn't going to be teaching yoga anymore. But then look at how everything changed. Like I had no idea what was coming. And nobody did. Look at how last year played out for everybody. Nobody saw that coming. So things do change, and you do have some new people coming in here. Got a Sagittarius coming in. You have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have another Aries coming in. Got a lot of fire coming in here. But that's good because if you don't have a lot of fire right now in your life, there may be new people that come in that could also be vibrating at a higher level. They may be a different kind of a person. So that's positive. It looks like life does start to move forward for you. You're feeling prepared. You could be making new connections. You may get a new job and meet new friends there. And if you don't, that's okay. You know, I think that when it comes to like choosing people that are in your life, you're allowed to be, you know, you're allowed to like have discretion and say, you know what, I don't want to be friends with this person because they're a liar and a thief. But I want to be I want to be friends with that person, even though she may be a little bit erratic and kind of crazy. I can rely on her. So I don't think that you're going to be alone forever. I don't think you're going to be alone by the end of this year. But I know how it feels because I've been there. Julie, how does tomorrow go for me? How does tomorrow go for me? Tomorrow seems to go well. Anxiety moves into the past. The hard work you put in will be the hard work that you get out. It looks like you're feeling confident, you're feeling sure of yourself, and you're feeling grounded and stable. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but it looks like it's a good day. You also may be being guided by the divine. Nejilani, I don't see it yet. Let me do Queen of Swords. What are LM's intentions towards me? I would say this person has a lot of respect for you. I would say that they're going to be perseverant, and their intentions could be for things to move forward pretty quickly. I don't know where you guys are right now in the relationship. I don't see a commitment here right now, and I don't see a lot of love. But that doesn't mean that you might not be exploring the connection, and things can move forward to love at another point, even if it's not happening right now. Simran, I pushed G away because I don't trust him. I still care about him. Should I be his friend? No. No. If you have feelings for somebody and for whatever reason the relationship isn't working out, being friends with them is only going to keep, like your feelings for that person is not going to die. You're not going to move forward because they're constantly in your face. The only way to get over something or to get over those feelings is to cut the energy and move on with your life, which means you can't be friends with them. that being friends is like that would be like lying to yourself. Like, we're just going to be friends, but your feelings for that person are not going to die if you're still friends and you're still talking. There'll always be hope, and the feelings will always be there. In order to move forward, you have to spend time apart. You have to end things totally. Otherwise, the feelings aren't going to go away. That's like, you know, being friends with your ex. You can't be friends with your ex unless both of your lives have moved forward. You're with someone new, he's with someone new, and now it's 5 years later and we're friends. But being friends after a breakup is just going to keep you in that energy. Nijolani, I had to work last Sunday and left my kids with my neighbor who has an uncle with mental disorders. Now their father doesn't want to give the kids back, as the court order says. Will I lose custody, or will he lose because he doesn't want to give the kids back? I think he loses. I don't, first of all, you're allowed to have a babysitter for your kids. Like, that's what working parents do. I mean, like, that's just the way it is. Now, if there was somebody there who's got a mental disorder, like let's just say they have bipolar, okay? And this person is on medication and they're not of harm to anybody or themselves, and the neighbor is there, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think a judge would think so either. I mean, let's face it, most of us have something a little off, right? Not all of us are perfect. So judging that uncle for whatever he has, if it's, you know, I mean, I would say, like, if the guy was like a murderer, if he was like, you know, a nasty drunk, that may be different. But just having some kind of a mental disorder, but you're not leaving your kids alone with him. You were leaving them alone with the neighbor. I mean, most people at some point in time have to do that, because that's what happens. I had a babysitter scheduled to come here one night and didn't show up. I had to leave Avery with the neighbor. Like, what do you do? I mean, it's the neighbor. You know, you usually know your neighbors pretty well. I don't think you did anything wrong. In a way, to be honest, only my opinion, I would rather leave my kids with my neighbors who I know, who I've lived next door to for 100 years, than one of these people that comes from care.com that I never met before. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you did anything wrong. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I mean, if you left them alone, then I would say that there would be trouble. But I don't think you did anything wrong. Fucking watermelon is awesome. Yeah, and he violated the court order. Like, who is he to decide that you can't leave the kids with the neighbor? You know, like, the neighbor has nothing wrong with them. I mean, people have mental issues. I mean, there are people that have to take medication for all sorts of things. It doesn't mean that they don't, you know, you may not leave your kids with them just because that might not be the field that they're in. But, you know, I mean, look, some women, when they have PMS, go off the fucking rails. I mean, what are we going to do about that? Adriana, what to expect from David? Well, he's the hermit right now. I wouldn't expect much from him, but he's thinking a whole lot about what he should do. He may be feeling a little bit upside down about this. I wouldn't expect much from him right now. Eventually, you're going to have a talk with him. He's going to come to you and he's going to either apologize or tell you that he feels bad. It just may not be happening right away. Mickey, I needed the first question I posted deleted. I don't know if I can delete it. Because I always see that people, I probably can delete it. I don't know, I have to go find it. Let me just scroll up here quickly and see if I can find it. Because what happens is, it starts to disappear, and I can't go back. Oh, damn. I don't think I can go back. After, oh, here it says message retracted. Maybe you already did it. Okay. Okay, so let me go back down. Magician. Magician, I don't see it yet. So let me do TR so I don't lose my spot. Current thoughts and feelings of S towards me. Listen to your intuition. He's got a lot of respect for you. This person has, him or her has a lot of respect for you. They think that you're spontaneous, kind-hearted, sincere, perseverant, easygoing, or easy to get along with. You have a nice personality. You're attractive, kind, and caring. But I would say intuition comes up very strong around you. So whatever it is that you're feeling around the situation, you're probably spot on. Magician. The spiritual lessons the universe is trying to teach me by my learning how the man I'm thinking of married his wife through deception. The meeting, he lied about his background. I would say that the message here would be that lying and manipulation is short term. It's like eventually it all comes out. So it's like you can lie, you can manipulate, you can get what you want in the moment, but it's never long term. So I don't know what's happened with their relationship, but I wouldn't be surprised if the secret gets revealed and at some point it destroys their relationship and somebody walks away. And I really do believe that. I believe that you can manipulate and force things to happen, and you can be pretty good at that and get what you want. But eventually, and from what I found, just in my experience from like reading so many people, people that tend to be very narcissistic, or they tend to be very like, it's all about me and I get what I want. Not only are they're good at getting what they want, but they're really dumb about covering their ass. And it always seems that their lies get exposed because they lie in the moment, and it's not long term. You know, it's like the lie is like here right now. It's like, oh no, he wasn't there. No, I didn't see him at the party. I didn't see him at the party. He wasn't at the party. But it's like long term, they don't keep up with that same lie because they can't keep all their lies in order. So at some point it gets revealed, where at some point the truth comes out, and it's like, okay, well, I thought you said you didn't see him at that party, but you know, Sandy said that he was talking to you. Oh no, because Sandy has a picture of you with him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like those people are good to lie in the moment to get what they want in the moment, but long term it just blows up for them. And I think there's a huge lesson in that, and it's interesting that you know this. Magician. I don't see it yet. Let me do Adriana. Now, where will we be standing when he says it to me? Where will we be standing? Like, where will your relationship be at the time that... I'm not sure who we're talking about here. Are we talking about Sergio when he says it to you? Like, where your relationship will be? What I'm thinking here is that Sergio says something that makes you think that gives you an indication of how he feels without coming right out and telling you. And I think that it happens when you guys are out doing something fun. I think that it's like, and it's not something that's pre-planned or written out. It's just something that he just says. And even though you might not, like, it may be like the kind of thing that's very off the cuff that makes sense to you, and he doesn't even really understand or realize what he said. And I think it happens when you're out doing something. Cinnamon, what brought you to South Korea? How did you end up living there? I mean, that's really interesting. Oh, I would love it. I loved it in Italy when they had all kinds of fresh fruit on the street. But I'm curious as to what brought you to South Korea. Angie, was Jay's energy towards me on his birthday tomorrow? His energy is stable, solemn, and quiet, but it's not necessarily towards you. It just maybe that's just his energy. It's like solemn, quiet, stable, grounded energy. I don't know what that's all about, but he's looking like solemn and grounded. Maybe a little bit sad. I don't know. It's not bad energy at all. It's actually very stable. Magician, what can I do to get married? I'm tired of being single. I like myself. I'm happy with myself, so there's nothing wrong with me. There's nobody I like around me. Well, then what you do in this situation is you just open it up to the universe. So when you feel like that, right, limiting beliefs, nobody around me that I like, right? So that's what you say, right? And that's what you keep affirming. No one around me that I like. I have a lot to offer someone, but there's just nobody around me I'm interested in. So when those kinds of thoughts come up, right, like, I'll be working this fucking job forever. I hate it. I'm going to die working in this job, right? I'm going to die living in this house. Everything in this house is broken and upside down and nothing's ever getting fixed. Like all those like limiting beliefs that we have and we say and we affirm them and we repeat them. Whenever they pop into your head, you just turn it around. But to me, you always have to turn it around with something that's believable. That was my biggest problem. So when I was working with law of attraction coaches, like they would say to me, okay, well, do you think it's possible? So do you think it's possible that you could get a job that you like better? Yeah, I do. I think it's possible. So do you think it's possible that you could meet somebody relatively soon that you have an interest in? Yeah, you probably think that's possible. Do you think that it's possible that the universe could send choices to you? Like maybe not just one person, but maybe you have 3 or 4 different people that you find interesting. Yeah, that's pretty, like, why not? Like that could happen. I could be at the right place at the right time. Do you believe in fate? Yeah, I do believe that sometimes I'm at the right place at the right time. I've been in that situation before. So kind of changing the way that you think about it and just putting it out into the universe. Like, you know what? I'm open for the right person to come to me. As soon as the timing is right, send that person my way. And then they say that the best time to do it really is before you go to sleep. Right before you go to sleep. I'm putting it out into the universe, send the person my way. And then just reaffirming that, you know what? It could happen tomorrow. Because if you ask yourself the questions, you probably do believe that it can happen. It just seems like it's not going to happen because it's like you don't have it on the horizon. Like if you were dating someone for 3 years, you would feel like, okay, well, we're probably going to move in together or get married or the next step is going to come. But because there's no one right now, it feels like, well, it's never going to happen. But that's not true. Because tomorrow you could leave your apartment and you could walk into somebody who is the perfect mate for you and you have a lot in common. You just don't realize that today. It could happen tomorrow. So kind of just being open to it. Do you think I could meet someone when I go to the beach? Yeah, I do think I can meet someone at the beach. Do you think I can meet someone at the coffee shop? Yeah, I do. It's possible. People meet that way. So just being open to it. You can see that like the energy just starts to flow when you just ask yourself the questions. Do you think I can get the job of my dreams? Yeah, why not? You think I can start a business? Yeah, why not? The guy down the street did, the horde next door did. I mean, why not? So when you start to kind of open it up to like that kind of stuff, it doesn't seem so like it's so crazy. Simran. G's intentions and feelings towards me. You might be feeling as if you put in a whole lot of hard work and you didn't see much of a payoff around this situation. I would say that this person, well, they may feel like undecided or they don't know which end is up. They may feel like they get mixed messages from you. They may feel like they pick up mixed signals and they're kind of feeling stuck. So they may not be putting in a whole lot of effort because they don't really think it's going anywhere, or they may feel like very undecided about things. I do think that they feel that you're a kind, caring, sincere person, but they don't know that they have potential around this situation or that there is long-term potential. And I don't even know if they're really thinking along the lines of whether or not they want to be in a committed relationship long term right now. Samantha, general between the Cancer and the I. Cancer thinks about you constantly. I would say Cancer thinks about you constantly. You have some good luck around the situation. You may need to be patient with this person, but passion could come in, balance could come in, and things could start to move forward. It does look like it's going to be your choice at the end of the day because you have other energy coming in around you. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You should be feeling a little bit better respected by the Cancer, or the Cancer's putting in more effort. And you may feel like the Cancer, like things change for the better quickly. And perseverance pays off. I think you guys have a soulmate connection. Hierophant, my neighbor's view of me, female. The neighbor thinks very highly of you, thinks that you're attractive, thinks that you're ambitious, thinks that you're kind-hearted, sincere, sort of looks at you as quite a catch. Yeah, that's what I think. And did Indigo try to contact me today from a fake page? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, good for you, Joe. Excellent. False sense of entrapment to me means like say you're in a relationship and you're living together and you feel like I just can't get out of this relationship, I'm stuck. It may not even be with the relationship, it doesn't have to be. It could be like, I'll never quit this job, I'm stuck here. The truth is that's false. That's not true. Like, you can figure out a way to get out of that relationship. You can figure out a way to get out of that job. You can figure out a way to get out of the state. You can figure out a way to get out of the country. You just have to figure it out. It's almost kind of like taking, it's like a limiting belief. Like, I have a false sense of entrapment. I'm stuck here. Or, I'm married to somebody, right? I'm married to somebody, but I'm miserable. But you know what? I'm married and we have a house and we have property together and we have cars and I just can't get out of it. I don't even know how I would get out of it. That's a false sense of entrapment because you can leave. Like, people do it all the time. Anyhow. JH, will my mother get better health-wise? Yes, I think she will. You know that I would always say make sure that she's going to the doctor, she's taking care of herself and all that stuff. But according to the cards, she should be improving health-wise. Georgia, why is Virgo holding back from seeing me? Because this person's got a lot going on. So they've got choices around them. They have got some good luck around them. They have, their life is moving forward. They have a lot going on. You might need to have patience with them. It looks like they have a lot of priorities around them right now. Julie, if I tell Steve that R was away in Florida, which is true, most of the time I was over there, would that sit a little bit better with him? Maybe a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Emmett, how I felt when he saw me yesterday. I would say this person felt undecided, but at the same time felt like things changed for the better quickly. So they may have been feeling undecided at first, and then all of a sudden they felt like things changed for the better quickly. They may feel like I don't know where this relationship is right now, but they may be, I don't know, you might be feeling like you're not getting out of it what you're putting into it, or you may feel like you're the only one that's doing work. It looks like there's a little bit of stress around this situation. They may also be feeling a little of that stress. So like general around relationships with family and friends for the rest of 2021. I think you have new energy coming in. I really do. It's like you got some fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be anxious around friends and family. And you know, I hate to say this because this is going to sound fucking terrible, but I feel the same for myself. I feel like somebody like you puts a lot of effort into your relationships. You're very thoughtful when it comes to people on their birthdays and when you buy them gifts, and you put a lot of it. And other people, I just don't think are that thoughtful. And I don't think it's because they don't care. I just don't think it's how they express themselves. So I think sometimes they may come off a little bit like they don't really give a shit so much, but that's not really the truth. I just think that they're kind of not, they're not as sensitive as you are. And I think that you may find that they almost feel like a little bit unattached. Like people like in your immediate family, parents, siblings, cousins. It does look like, I think are you very close to your aunt? You have that one aunt that it looks like she seems to be a pretty good connection. And you may find that with her, your relationship moves forward this year. But I think a lot of people let you down because well, not that they're not disappointing, because they are, but because you're so caring. So it's like more hurtful to you, where somebody else, they may treat somebody else the same way. The other person doesn't get hurt because they just don't care as much. But it does look like you may have that one aunt, you and her may be spending a lot of time together. I also think that the relationship with your mother is going to improve, or it has potential of improving. Also, your siblings, you have 2 younger siblings, I think, a brother and a sister. You may be spending more time with them, or you may get a lot out of spending a lot of time with them. Aside from those people, you have new friends coming in. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They may be brand new people that you meet through work or school. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may have some new, like, regular girlfriends that come in that you may find, like, you kind of get along with really well. I don't think that the rest of the year you're going to be feeling like this. I think things are going to start to pick up this summer right through the end of the year. Love always. What are JD's next actions towards me? JD's coming up right now as the Hermit, which would indicate that communication may be slow, or this person is sort of isolating. I wouldn't expect all that much from them. They seem to have a little bit of anxiety, and there could be a secret around the situation that will be revealed. You may feel disappointed by this person because they're not putting in a whole lot of effort. UAF, what will the Virgo think when they see me? Okay, I don't know how long it's been since you've seen this person, but they may think that you've matured in some kind of a way. I don't know if it's physically, it's mentally, or it's the whole package. They may be pretty impressed. They may feel like physically you look good. They may feel like you've grown up, or you come off much more mature. It also looks like you're listening to your intuition. They may be very focused on you, and they also may be very proud of you. I don't know who this person is, but they seem to see you and feel like you've come a long way, or things fell into place for you. Christiana, general love. Okay, you've got a couple of people coming in here. A Pisces and a Virgo if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, listen to your intuition. With your current relationship. Current relationship moves forward through divine timing, so you can't really force anything, but things are moving forward. Not with anyone, divine timing brings in these 2 options. If you don't like them, coming down the horizon, you have a Leo coming in. Somebody from your past returns at some point, possibly under Mercury retrograde. It doesn't have to be somebody that you were once involved with or an old flame. It could be anybody that you knew from the past that comes in now as a new option. Looks like things change for the better for you quickly. You have a new beginning on the horizon, and you're making a decision to move forward with your life. Oh, excuse me, Magician. I pulled a prank on someone. They don't know it was me, but they're being sensitive and said that they want to find out who it was. Will they find out it was me, and will I get in any trouble? I don't think that they're going to find out. I think it's all going to blow over pretty quickly. DC, advice for this evening. Okay, I would say a disappointment is moving into the past, but you might need to have a little bit of patience with yourself. Looks like your life is starting to move forward and your perseverance pays off. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Soulmate relationship comes in if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, current relationship is a soulmate connection. Heading towards the 10 cups being full. You're on the right path. There's no doubt about that. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Cancer and a Capricorn coming in. That could be possibilities and success coming in around business, school, work, whatever you do all day. Flower. What's the Sagittarius' true intentions tonight with me? Sagittarius tonight seems to feel a little bit burdened by the situation. It feels like not much is changing quickly. So their intentions tonight may just be, let's see what happens and let's see where things are going. I don't know what your relationship is, but it looks like there could be some sharp energy around this situation with this person. And they may be feeling a little bit like they don't have much choice. What I would do is I would have a conversation about it. If you're going to see them tonight, I would discuss it. I would find out what's going on, because it seems like there's a little sharp energy or something needs to be discussed around the situation. Either they feel like nothing is moving forward fast enough or they're feeling a little stuck. I would think that there's burden around the situation. Something is stuck, or the two of you are not on the same page. Empress, June general for my brother, the Leo, and Cassidy, the Gemini. I would say that there is balance and mutual respect coming into this situation. It also looks as if there is growth and transformation. Being guided by the divine leads them to greener pastures through perseverance. I think that it should be pretty good for their relationship in June. Viola, what does Don Torre want to say to me but is not? Okay, I think that he's got a lot going on around him. And I think that, I don't know if he's been clear about what he wants for the future. It looks like he's made a decision to walk away from this situation. And I don't know if he's been clear, I'm moving forward with my life. And it does look like you could be feeling brokenhearted about it, and you may be overthinking things. But I think that I think that the problem is maybe he just has not been clear enough with you that he's moving forward with his life, and it doesn't look like he's turning back. He feels like he's being guided by the divine, and he's moving forward. He feels like he's pursuing a soulmate connection with someone else right now. I don't know if he's told you that, but I would think that that may be something that he would want to express. Maybe he's just holding it back because he doesn't want to be hurtful. But it looks like his life has moved forward. Lydia, week, read, and vibe. Okay. The vibe for you this week is you got choices. First of all, you got a wish here that's going to come true. But you have, okay, you got plenty of stuff happening here. Disappointment moves into the past. Arguments move into the past. Got a Sagittarius here. That could mean business. Capricorn could be somebody new that enters. I can't remember if you have a Capricorn around you. You got a Pisces here that may mean business. Sagittarius and Pisces come up very strong for this week, but it also looks like this could be somebody new. I can't remember if you have a Capricorn. Somebody new may be coming in. It looks like you could be seeing, the same person a couple of times this week. Starting a new journey, growth and transformation comes to that relationship. But you're going to have choices with the Seven of Cups. There's more than one person around you, so have a good time. Enjoy it. Simran, can I trust G, or am I overthinking he's going to play with my feelings? I don't know that the two of you are on the same page, or that you've had a discussion about what either of you wants. I wouldn't tell you that he's going to play with your emotions if you haven't decided whether or not you're going to be in a relationship. If you just have a crush on him, or you're just talking to him, you're just trying to figure out where things are going. I mean, I don't know where the relationship is. So, I mean, I can't tell you that he doesn't look like he's 100% evil. But I don't know that the two of you are on the same page. I think you've got something in your head that I'm not so sure he's on the same page with you. So I think the two of you may need to sit down and discuss where your relationship is headed before you decide whether or not you want to give him a chance. Like, you can't just not give somebody a chance because you think that they may play around, unless you know that that's how they are. You know, like if I knew that somebody wasn't relationship material, I wouldn't get involved with them. But sometimes women get involved thinking, well, I'm going to change him. Oh, it's going to be different with me. It's not going to be different. It's going to be the same because that's who he is. But I don't know where you are with this situation. I mean, it doesn't look like he is 100% evil, but as far as trust, it's like if you're not in a committed relationship, how could you establish trust with him? Because, you know, like you can't trust someone if you're not in the relationship. I don't know where you guys are right now, and I don't think that the two of you are on the same page. I think that's what the problem is. I actually sort of feel like it's just so much work, or there's so much stress around the situation, that it just may be easier for you to kind of like distance yourself from this, because I don't know that, I don't know if he's the right one for you. Yeah. I don't know if he's a good choice. Adriana, when are we going to end in a love relationship? When are we going to end in a love relationship? I think it should happen sometime this summer, maybe within the next 4 weeks. 4 days to 4 weeks. 4 days seems like it's pretty soon. I would say over the next couple of weeks. Julie. Does he realize his own situation with that woman staying with him? Yeah, he does. See, that's what's so twisted about this situation. See, like he says to himself, you know, look at the situation I'm in, and nothing is going on with me and her. So how could I think that something is going on in your situation because there's nothing going on with me? Both situations are really fucked up. So he does see it from his side. But he also feels like in his situation, it's insignificant because there's nothing going on there and he doesn't give a shit. And neither does that other woman. I think like intuitively, he doesn't feel like you and the other guy are totally over. I think that's something that's kind of eating at him. So I think that may be what the difference is. TR, SK's feelings towards his wedding. How will be married life? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Well, his intentions, first of all, he's overthinking things. There's no doubt. His intentions are to work really hard on married life, but unfortunately, I don't know that it's going to work because they got a tower moment coming up here. I don't know how soon the wedding is. If the wedding is soon, I would think the tower moment could happen after the wedding, although I don't see commitment here, so maybe it happens before. I don't know. I don't know if this is the right situation. Not with that tower moment. It's like his intentions look good. I just don't know if he follows through with those intentions. Julie, does he realize that his... Oh, I did that one. Adriana, in which month am I having sex? It could be the month of July. Simran, when will M come towards me? I don't really see him coming towards you. It looks like you're going to be disappointed if you're waiting for him to come towards you. You might feel like you put in a whole lot of hard work and you didn't see much of a payoff. He doesn't seem to be very persistent, and he doesn't seem to be pretty prepared, and it looks like he's kind of walked away. Simran, will I meet the Pisces or the Sagittarius soon? You could meet them sometime this summer. Mel, you can close them, thanks. Gemini, will I hear from B the Virgo soon? Yeah, relatively soon, I would say. Simran, what does G want to tell me but is not? I don't think that there's anything special that he wants to tell you. I think that, I don't think the two of you are on the same page. I don't know what your relationship is, but I don't think the two of you are on the same page. I think that the two of you need to sit down and have a conversation on what your feelings are and where you think this situation is going. Because it's like, for him, it's like, he's like, I'm not doing anything. Here I am. I'm stuck. Like, he's not looking to tell you something. If he had something to tell you, I think he would have told you. And it looks like he's not putting in a whole lot of effort, or the two of you just are not kind of, I don't know. I don't know if one person thinks that you guys are just friends and the other person is like pursuing the other. I just don't think the two of you are on the same page, and I think you both need to sit down and discuss it. Gemini, has B the Virgo thought of me this weekend? I would say yes. Virgo, little Virgo. Osmar said he needs to tell me something. What is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's going to tell you. I can't tell you that. Like, you're going to have a conversation with him to find out. I would say that, whatever the communication is between the two of you, you might feel unsuccessful. You could feel a little bit stuck, and you may feel a little bit like you've put in a lot of hard work. You didn't see much of a payoff, or you could feel like he was either a little bit disrespectful or hasn't taken your feelings into consideration. This is another situation where I'm not exactly sure the two of you are on the same page. But I don't know exactly what he's going to tell you. He does have the Emperor in reverse here, which can indicate that he's going to manipulate you into something. Or he's going to try to manipulate you into something. Like, he may want something from you. I would be careful with what he says, only because with the Emperor in reverse, he may be saying something or promising something because he wants something. And his intentions may not be pure. Not with Emperor in reverse. But exactly what he's going to say, I don't know. I would definitely be cautious with him. Because the way the situation comes up is like, he's in control of the situation and you're the vulnerable one. And I think he knows that. He's like, he feels like he can get out of you what he wants. He can make you a promise, or he can tell you something, and you're going to give him what he wants. And I think he knows that, and he's going to use it against you. So I would just be careful with him. I would be cautious with him. I wouldn't give him any money. If he comes looking for money, I would be careful with money. Simran, is G talking to another girl he's interested in, or am I the only one? I think he has choices around him. That's why I'm saying I don't think the two of you are on the same page. I almost think that he may feel like you're playing games with him, or that you're not stepping forward 100%, so he's got his options open. I think the two of you need to have a conversation, for sure. Magician, I don't see it yet. Let me do Christiana. Will I get a reply from B? And if no, why not? Well, I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, you're going to get a reply, but you might need to have patience. So this person may make you wait because they're not ready to answer you, or they don't want to start communication. They may be hesitant to open up the lines of communication. I don't know how long it's been since the two of you spoke, but there may be something where he's unsure if he wants to start communication again. Secret agent. Secret agent horny beans. Give me a reading, sure. Well, you got the Magician here, first card that comes up around you, which can indicate that you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities that take you right to the top of the mountain and make you feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief. You do have a new business opportunity on the horizon, or you could be focused on a new business, side gig, a way of bringing in extra cash, and it does. It brings in extra financial stability. Maybe something you've been thinking about doing for a while, and finally you make the decision to push things forward. It looks like negativity is moving into the past, and you're feeling very ambitious about the future. Got money coming in. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. But you're also going to have choices with the 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups, you could be getting better. 6 of Pentacles, feeling better compensated at work, or also maybe feeling a little bit better respected, and feeling very successful. Magician, how would my future wife and both her and the family think and feel if our wedding I played a biographic music video of my life in the way I'm thinking, and gave a lot of subtle hints that I'm involved in the occult? I don't know that they would appreciate it. Not at the wedding. If you did this in private somewhere, they may be okay with it, but I think that they would be about saving face and not letting family members know that. You know, a lot of it is about the way we present ourselves to people, even though it might not be the truth. And I think that they would not take kindly to it. A new reading. I don't like that reading. All right, let's see what else we got. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you brings in good karma. No longer feeling as if you're weighed down by the weight of the world, but feeling like lighter energy is coming in. Being guided by the divine could bring you to a trip. To water, by water, or around water. You have money coming in, 9 of Pentacles. Sagittarius comes in, and you have a soulmate connection. Could be with a Sagittarius. If you're not with anyone right now, it could also be a Gemini. If you are with someone right now, great. Current relationship is moving forward. Have patience. Looks like there's long-term potential around your current relationship or the next one that you enter. You're feeling prepared. When you listen to your intuition, things happen pretty quickly for you. Perseverance pays off. Sione, ONT's relationship general. Relationship looks okay. There's a wish around this situation. It looks like things are moving forward quickly. Looks like it's grounded and stable. It does look like they're being guided by the divine, no longer waiting for their ship to come in. But they may have been dealing with somebody may have been hurt by the other party, but they're working through that hurt, and their perseverance seems to pay off. It does look like they're listening to their intuition, and they're trying to give it either save the relationship or make things work. All right, let me go back up to the top. Saho, how does Ashhook feel towards me? Thinks that you don't hold yourself back. You're hardworking, you're sincere, kind-hearted, grounded, stable, attractive, intuitive. You have a lot of potential for the future. You're creative and unique. Mihak 503, what's next for me and hubby? He tried to divorce me over the phone call on a small argument about his family. His family doesn't like me, and long distance in different countries. Oh boy. Well, I think that you guys need to have a conversation. The moon here is in reverse, which means that there may be a secret that comes up around the situation that needs to be dealt with. It does look like it's slow and steady wins the race with this relationship. And the timing around it right now may be poor. You guys could just be going through a really bad moment. And perseverance could save the marriage. I think that you should have a serious conversation without yelling at one another about where things are going. But I don't think right now you're going through anything that can't be saved. Like, it does look like there's potential here to work things out. Yeah, should my friend go back to her ex? He's 3 years older than her and she's still 17, which is why I don't support their relationship that much. You know what? It's usually not a good idea to go back to an ex. It usually isn't. I don't care so much about the age, but it's like, you know, it's like in any situation where things don't work out, going back usually doesn't fix it. I don't think she should go back to him. No. No. Nav, will I be able to finish my VA program before October? Yeah, I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Mel, will Kay get everything she's asking for in the divorce proceedings? It does look like she gets what she wants, yeah. Mel, is there long-term potential between C the Leo and Will the Leo? I got a 70% chance yes, but it doesn't look like the relationship is super hot. It looks like it almost may fizzle out pretty quickly, and the long-term relationship could be more like, I don't know, like friends. I would say yes, it has long-term potential. I'm just not so sure about like the physical passion part of the relationship. That could fizzle out pretty quickly, I think. But we'll have to see what happens. All right, that's it for me for tonight. I will be back on tomorrow. I'm just not sure what time because I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. But I'll probably be on in the afternoon sometime. What I think that I'm going to try to do at some point is try to get us on a better schedule so that she can go to bed earlier and I can do this earlier and I can go to bed earlier. We'll see. One thing at a time. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.